What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video on Jalen and Jacoby, they're going to be talking about it's unfair for the Nets to be so good and be so stacked. So let's see what they have to say about that.
Barely squeaked by the Magic, but it was magical what I saw from Brooklyn. Jalen, what did you see from the potential of this Nets nucleus?
The
A lot of potential.
NBA that I was born to, that I played so long, needed this so very much. You got the East Coast villain, you got the West Coast superhero in LeBron James. And I was sitting back watching the Derek Coleman, Kenny Anderson throwback jerseys, and I was also watching the Bucks play. And I saw Giannis go 1 for 10 from the free throw line.
Uh-oh.
And you know what I was thinking? KD's winning the East.
I love
Kevin
it.
Durant's
Come to the
winning
dark
the
side.
East.
Come to
Yep, I agree.
the dark side, Mr. Rose. Because you've been talking about the Bucks all season. Come to the dark side.
You know how much I love Giannis and Middleton and Drew Holiday. And I've tried to hold out hope,
I know you
Jacoby,
have. I know
that they
you
were
have.
going to win the East. But now James Harden is playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Let me tell you let me tell you guys would have been more fair at the park. If James Harden would have got traded to the East to play with Joel Embiid. So now you got those two, you got KD and Kyrie, you have Jalen and Tatum. That would be more fair. But now you put Harden on the Nets. Oh man, it's unfair, man.
If you want to
Okay, so it's unfair, but the key determining factor is Kyrie. What's going to happen with Kyrie when he comes back? Is everybody going to be able to play on the same page? Are they going to be cooperative, or is Kyrie Irving going to start acting petty because now he's got someone else that can take his spot and they don't really have to worry about him? How is that going to work out? But definitely on paper, those boys look nasty. I mean, they look nasty.
get to the park, you want to go to the park analogy? They're going to run until they're done. They're not going to lose. They're going to walk off the court and be like, yo, you want to get dinner? You want to leave or something? That's how good I see this team. I see this team winning the East, and it's not even close. There's just too much firepower. I don't care if they don't play defense. I don't care if they all need the ball. It's going to be fine.
And Jacoby.
I think they're going to be fine too. But I'm still worried about Kyrie. But those boys definitely, there's too much firepower between James Harden and Kevin Durant that they can definitely get the job done. But if Kyrie comes back, it's going to be nasty. Like I said, on paper, they're going to be nasty. But the determining factor is how's Kyrie behavior going to be when he returns.
Mike D'Antoni's going to put 130 up on the board. And he's going to challenge, along with Steve Nash, every other team to outscore them. And also, when the game slows down, Ben Simmons ain't making shots outside of the paint. The Greek Freak ain't making free throws or threes. How physical can the Celtics be up front? And so teams have holes just like the Nets have holes. But that firepower and that playmaking ability, and those three guys are going to be dynamic, Jacoby. Lakers and Nets in the finals. Book it.
Okay, like I said, I can definitely see that. But the determining factor, like I said, is Kyrie. I'm kind of thinking they're going to play it like if Kyrie wants to start acting up, he can just, step to the side and they can take care of business with KD and James Harden. But if Kyrie wants to act like a normal player and he can, control himself, the sky's the limit for these guys. The sky is absolutely the limit. They can definitely take over the East and take care of business. Now, can they win the title? I don't know. It looks like they definitely have everything set up on paper to win a title, but that's a whole nother story. They just need to take care of getting out of the East at this point.
Jalen, while we celebrated James Harden in a Nets uniform, there's something about this trade that you wanted to point out that just didn't seem to add up.
I got a lot of Pacers fans. You know I played there, and you know I passed the physical. You know I've been traded multiple times. I'm wishing Karis LeVert a speedy recovery, but it seems like he failed his physical, which normally means that voids trades. So in other words, the Pacers don't have Oladipo or LeVert, and they end up with a second-round pick, and the Nets have James Harden to go with KD and Kyrie, already having big 30-point triple-doubles and about to win the East.